Trail. Special shout out to KT and TP. You already know what the fuck to do, man. Gang shit, we out here. Double up.
Boy, Lil Durham, shout out Akili. Oh, you already know, man. 300. Deals.
Alright, you watching the Bull Network. I'm here with my homie Paul. Paul works for the Durham Health Department. We're going to talk about S.T.D.S. I know y'all going to love that. We're going to go over some information. In the area, for one, I'm going to talk about some myths.
Okay, all right, let's go.
They say that Central, I always heard in the street that Central, like half of Central got AIDS.
Okay.
Like don't mess with nobody at Central, you're gonna get AIDS. Like, is the AIDS HIV rate in Central, is it really that high?
Yes, that's definitely a myth.
Okay.
NCCU or any college campus in Durham, and we can talk about them all. They're all kind of the same. Durham Tech, NCCU, Duke, the Art Institute of Durham, right? It's not a lot of HIV that you're gonna find on a college campus.
Oh, wow.
So that's definitely a myth. But can we find chlamydia at Central? Yeah. Can we find chlamydia at Duke? Yeah. Can we find chlamydia in the general Durham community with 18 to 24-year-olds? Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Chlamydia is treatable.
Yes, it's treatable, but there's no sign and symptom of infection. This is why it affects younger people more than older people, because younger people aren't going to go to the hospital or get a checkup unless they feel something's wrong. And with chlamydia, you're not going to feel nothing wrong. You're not going to see anything wrong, but something is very wrong.
Oh, wow. So let me ask you this. If you have chlamydia and you don't get tested over time, does it cause any kind of adverse effects over time?
Oh yeah. I mean, it's a bacterial infection. So in women, it can cause pelvic inflammatory disease, right? Which can scar the cervix to the point where a woman can become sterile, right? Which means that she can't have children at any point in her life. And cervix is important because that's what closes up the womb, right? So if your cervix is scarred, you can't close the womb, which means that you can't hold a pregnancy. In men, it can cause urethritis, right? So
yeah, I ain't never heard of that.
yeah, exactly, right? Inflammation of the male urethra, right? Your pee hole. Right?
Okay, guys, the urethra. I didn't know what that was either.
So there you go. So if you get that inflamed for long enough, it can get to a point where it's painful every time you urinate.
Oh wow. Like gonorrhea.
There you go.
Gotcha,
right.
gotcha.
But you're gonna feel maybe a painful sensation almost every time you urinate or every time you ejaculate.
So that's a symptom for long-term chlamydia. So if you are having pain when you pee, it could either be gonorrhea or chlamydia.
Yes, but for the most part, it's going to be gonorrhea because chlamydia
gotcha.
usually has no sign and symptom unless we're talking about
Long.
years.
Oh, you've had it for years.
You've had it for a year, 2 years now.
Oh wow. Let me ask
And
you
that
this.
happens. That happens.
How often should someone get tested if they sexually active?
Every 6 months. So I
Every 6
recommend every 6 months to get tested, but at least every year, right?
Okay.
But every 6 months, you know what partners you have. It lessens the chance that you had contact with a partner. You don't know who you got what from, right?
Okay.
So, but at least every year.
And I noticed something too. You had brought like your grab bag, like you had the condoms, you had like the dental dam. What can you catch from like eating women out?
Oh yeah.
Like what different things can get from like putting your face?
That's a good question, man. That's a good question. Oral sex is just like vaginal sex. It's a form of sex, right? So almost anything you can get on your penis or vagina, you can possibly get in your mouth or throat, right? So pubic lice, you can definitely get crabs on your face or your beard, a mustache. You can get gonorrhea. Yeah, there you go. You get on your eyebrows too, to be honest.
What?
So, get in your eyebrows.
Well, man, somebody got crabs in their beard, bro.
I've seen it.
That's rough right there.
Deal with it.
Oh.
Herpes of the lips or the mouth.
Oh yeah.
Gonorrhea.
So when people get them cold sores, okay, like I know some people I used to work with back in the day, like this girl used to get this cold sore, and I was like, you know what I mean? I don't know what's going on. So like, let's say she got a cold sore and she go down on you, like, can that give me a cold sore down there?
No.
Oh.
All right, so you got to remember there's two forms of herpes, right? And I think herpes just has the word herpes has a bad connotation.
Oh yeah,
right?
it's scary as hell.
So it's already negative, but herpes simplex 1 cold sores. You don't do anything to get a cold sore. You just live life and you come in contact with the herpes simplex virus and then you get cold sores.
Gotcha.
Almost like a cold, right?
Gotcha.
You get a regular cold. You didn't do anything to get the cold. You weren't being nasty. You were just living life and then you got sick.
You got it somehow.
There you go. So almost the same way. But with herpes simplex 2, genital herpes,
Yeah.
you got to work for that. All right, you got to put some work.
Yo,
into
you
it.
ever seen David Chappelle joint? David Chappelle had this the comedy joint about the STDs, and everybody's had like this little thing that they were saying, but like herpes was like, "See you in hell, motherfuckers!" Like herpes was like, "We ain't never leaving."
Yeah,
like it's a wrap.
There you go. And just to be clear, any HSTD that a person can get is never leaving, right? So that's HIV, herpes, HPV, hepatitis, right? Once you get these conditions, you got them for life. And it's set up like that in public health for a reason.
When it comes to Derek. We back to it.
I'm sorry.
So with the herpes, when you get herpes, life is not over.
No, it's definitely not over. It's definitely not over.
Another thing too, like before I'm gonna let you speak.
Definitely not over.
I heard, and I'm not sure if my numbers is right, but I heard like 1 in 5 have herpes.
Yes, but don't know it. Right?
Don't know.
So some people don't know it.
Never had a breakout.
There you go. Never had a breakout.
You can have genital herpes.
Yes.
And never had a breakout.
Exactly. Exactly. Right. And 70% of cases of herpes are passed when there is no breakout. Right. So it's not like people are having sex with people with breakouts all over the place.
Let's back that up. You saying that let's say I got herpes.
Yeah.
I got herpes. Never had a breakout.
Yep.
Never had a reason to go to the doctor. Never had a breakout.
Yep.
I go have a sex with miscellaneous female. She can get herpes and have a breakout.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yes. Right. And
wow.
come back to you and say, hey, I got
herpes. And you trying to figure out what the hell's going on because you never had a breakout.
There you go. There you go.
So let's go back to the beginning of the conversation, getting tested every 6 months.
There you go. And I think that's why it's important to get tested, and not only get tested, but use all the prevention methods that you can to prevent STIs such as herpes, chlamydia, gonorrhea, HIV, right? And that could be, using condoms correctly and consistently, using dental dams, female condoms.
The dental dam is like Reynolds wrap.
Yeah, there you go. Almost like saran wrap, right?
Yeah, you just put it.
There you go.
And you
it's like scented, flavored saran wrap, right?
You ain't got to worry about her squirting on you.
There you go.
Like
there you go.
If a woman is squirt pee?
Yeah, it's just urine. It's just urine.
Squirt is piss.
There you go. It's just urine.
Y'all thought that shit was cute.
Yeah,
pissing on your face.
It's just urine. Yeah.
Oh.
So but she's excited. She's climaxed to the point that she's so excited that she releases urine.
So that's another level of
That's a whole nother level. There you go.
So if you got her to do that, that's cool.
There you go.
But if something was wrong, it's not gonna be good for you.
There you go. You eating it and digesting.
And then,
that's not good for you neither. So,
digesting.
Squirt. Yeah.
If a woman squirting in your face, don't swallow that. That's pee. Don't put pee in your throat.
Yeah.
Another thing too that you said, like we had like a little short conversation before we started rolling.
Wow.
You confidentially, well not confidentially, you told me that, let's say, I feel like I messed with this girl, she called me and said, yo, I got AIDS.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm like, I'm so nervous about that situation. Like I'm even scared to go to the health department because like I might go to the health department like, bro, I seen homie at the health department. What's good with homie? Like, bro, you got something? So I'm like, I can hit you up and say, look, this is my address. Yeah. Can you come to my house and test me for this, this, and this? You'll do that?
Yeah, man. Look. I'm the walk-in health department.
Gotcha.
Okay. So you can call me. You can text me. You can hit me up on Instagram. You can hit me on Facebook and say, hey, Mr. Paul, I want to get tested. And I'll reply back and say, when and where.
Gotcha.
You let me know when and where. And I come to that place. I draw your blood for HIV, syphilis, Hep C, and get some urine for gonorrhea, chlamydia, just like you would in the health department. So.
And we're going to post your number and your information so people can contact with you. Yeah. So he's saying that he doesn't have a problem with y'all contacting him, asking him questions about symptoms, and also if you are afraid to go to the health department, he will come to your house and test you. Another thing too is, with that being done by law, you're not legally able to tell anybody about results.
No, I'm not legally able to tell anybody about results, but I don't want to tell anybody about results neither. Right? I definitely want to keep your business. Your business.
Gotcha,
okay?
Gotcha.
And when we talk about sexual health, sex is already taboo enough.
Yeah.
Right. So we want to keep this confidential as possible.
So if you scared to go to the health department, he's saying he'll come to your house. You can contact him through social media and phone number. We'll get that and we'll post that. One last thing before we wrap this up.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this, and then I'm gonna ask something else.
Okay.
Is there anything that we missed that you feel like we should say?
I think one thing we missed is, we have a condom distribution program. So I work with 30 different barbers and beauticians in Durham County where we provide free condoms. So there are a lot of different opportunities for you to, grab free condoms, right? Also, if you call or text me, you can call or text me just regarding condoms. So you may not want to get tested. You may not feel ready to get tested. Some people are scared to get their blood drawn, right?
Gotcha.
So they may not be ready, but they may want condoms. So I'm also here for that. And I think that's about it, yeah.
And the last thing I just wanted you to do for me before you leave is any STD that you can think of, give me some symptoms or a few. Because there's some people out there that might have STDs that have symptoms, don't know what it is, don't know they need to be tested, but you don't know what's going on. So I just want you to give us a couple of STDs you can think on top of your head and give me some symptoms. So somebody could be like, oh yeah, I might have this going on, I might need to go get tested. Okay,
all right, well, let's start with some bacteria then. So gonorrhea, right? Gonorrhea usually has that yellowish, greenish discharge, right? In men, it's associated with that painful urination, that burning urination. Some guys describe it as piston razors, right? In women, sometimes they can be asymptomatic because the urethra is separate from the vagina, right?
Gotcha.
So they may have signs and symptoms, or they may not. In chlamydia, usually there is no sign of symptom infection at all, as we kind of stated before.
Unless it's long term, like years.
Yeah, unless long term, long term, you may have pelvic inflammatory disease. But the one sign of symptom in chlamydia, especially for men, that they can tell is, first thing in the morning, you just squeeze the head of your penis, if you have any kind of discharge, especially like one white drop, that's a great sign of chlamydia right there.
Oh, wow.
One white drop, yeah. Let's see. Syphilis is usually characterized by that painless pussless bump. We call it chancre first, right, in stage 1. And then
is it gonna be like on your penis, on your balls?
It could be anywhere you come in sexual contact with another person. It could be on your finger. It could be on your hand.
Wow.
It could be in
You
your
could have
penis.
fingered a female.
There you
got
go.
it.
There you go.
Oh,
It could
wow.
be on your lip. It could be in your mouth. It could be in your anus, right? It could be almost
wow.
anywhere you come in sexual contact with another
Because you could have something you think is a cold sore. It could be.
There you go, right?
Gotcha.
But painless pussless bump. But in stage 2, syphilis, we usually know by rashes on the palms of your hand.
Oh, you get a rash on the palm of your hand?
Yes, that's a very clear sign of syphilis. Rashes
wow.
on the palm of your hand. And then next, you can have hair loss, go blind from syphilis. So
Damn,
there's
I
a lot of
hope I ain't
signs.
got that shit.
I think you're good, brother.
Oh,
I think
I
you're
hope I
good.
got that
I think you're good.
man.
HIV characterized by those flu-like symptoms. HIV is really hard because it just has general flu-like symptoms. But a good symptom for HIV is thrush of the mouth, which is yeast of the mouth.
Is that white stuff that be on people's tongue?
There you go.
So if you got white stuff on your tongue all the time,
That doesn't mean that you have HIV, but it is a good sign or symptom that something is wrong.
and you ain't brushing properly.
There you go.
And you're not brushing properly.
Something is wrong.
You need to brush your teeth properly to make sure you ain't got AIDS.
Yes.
Because that could be AIDS. Brush your tongue, yo.
Herpes is usually characterized by that cluster of painful bumps,
Yeah.
right? And I said cluster because usually like 4, 5, 6 of them all kind of really close together.
Nearly,
It's not,
okay.
It's not one bump. It's going to be a cluster of several bumps. They're going to burst open, what we call weep, right? And then after that, after about 6 weeks, they're going to, scab and heal up. You're going to look totally fine. You're going to feel totally fine.
With herpes, when you have a breakout, like it lasts for a couple of weeks.
Okay, so the longer you have herpes, the less these outbreaks are going to last. Okay, so the first one is probably going to last a couple weeks.
First one will be rough, the roughest one.
You live 10 years of herpes, you may have a 2-day outbreak.
Oh, gotcha.
So it just, the longer the human body lives with the virus, the more they kind of get assimilated to one another.
And I just forgot. You also said that, let's say somebody go down, you come to somebody's house, you test them, they got AIDS.
Yeah.
Some people don't have health insurance and this, that, and the third. You also said you could set them up with a program which they can get their medication for free.
Yeah, so we have a clinic in the health department specifically dedicated to people living with HIV, right?
Gotcha.
It's called the Early Intervention Clinic. And there in the EI clinic, they're going to have you fill out an application and you get your, called the AIDS Drug Assistance Program, ADAP, right? And people can get their medication for free.
Is that only for AIDS or is that for other STDs also?
Well, other STDs require other treatments, right? So, gonorrhea and chlamydia, that's free. That's
Okay,
easy.
gotcha.
You can get that in the pharmacy in the health department, actually.
Gotcha.
Let's see what else. Syphilis, that's it's a shot to the gluteus maximus. So you got to get a series of 3 shots in your booty.
Gotcha.
But we can,
Let me ask you this too, and I'm not sure if y'all do this or not, but if somebody was even too nervous to even go down there to get tested, could you administer these things, or they have to go to a doctor and get these things administered?
Administer the test or the treatment?
Let's say like the shot in the butt or the pills or whatever, like if they afraid to, you know what I'm saying, like is there a situation where somebody could like meet them and give them the stuff, or they gonna have to go do that at least on their own?
So if you're positive, if I test you and you're positive for STD, we're gonna walk through the treatment process together, right? So it's not like, I'm gonna kind of leave you out there and deal with it yourself. No, we're gonna kind of go through the process together. walk through the health department together. I'm not going to treat you, right? It's going to be another clinician that's going to treat you, especially with syphilis. I don't give shots to the booty yet, right?
Like a porn.
Right, yeah.
Not yet. He ain't got there yet. He'll be on Pornhub soon.
Right, exactly, right. But the nurse practitioner does that.
Gotcha.
But we're all very close together, so you'll be okay.
Gotcha. I think we pretty much touched on everything.
Yeah, I think so.
I want to say I appreciate your time.
Yes, sir.
Thank you much. Holla at him. Ask him, even if you ask him any kind of question, it's better to find out, to live in ignorance, and then something bad happen long term. So it's always best to ask, find out, get tested every 6 months, because then you can keep up with if something is going on.
There you go.
All
Yes,
right.
sir. Yeah.
So we signing off. Bull Network.
Some niggas say, hey, bro. We gonna say, oh, bro. Oh. Money mobster, this great American paper chase. Better chill, my flow is lace. It'll have you dizzy. Y'all niggas couldn't fly by. Nigga, we ride high. Now it's ride or die the way we fly when we fly high. Y'all niggas is birds, y'all niggas is pigeons. I'm a jumbo jet, and y'all can't see me yet. But don't fret, I'm be in a CD store near you, and your chick gon' be near me. And y'all niggas better fear me. Y'all niggas